Hey, everybody.
Hey, I think we're live now.
I think we're live. We hope we're live. Anyway, eventually we'll catch up on our YouTube feed and we'll confirm it. But Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Glad you were able to join us here today. When is it? Thursday? So we are in Paris right now. So for us, it's 7 o'clock Eastern. So you want to speak some French for everybody?
Pas du tout. I'd rather not.
Okay. I don't even know what that means. Does that mean I'd rather not?
Yeah, it means not at all.
Okay, that's good enough. I'm just checking on YouTube. Yeah, it looks good. I think we're all live at this point, so that's fine. I'll turn the volume down.
I can't believe January is already half over.
I know, it's
like
crazy.
It was just New Year's, but here we are.
Those of you who have jumped into the live, if you don't mind, if you can hit the thumbs up, because apparently that'll notify other people that the live has started. So we were a little delinquent sending out the reminder email. We were meant to send one earlier and it never happened. So we just kind of sent a quick email out now. But if you hit thumbs up, I think sometimes other subscribers will get notified in their feed, and then that'll get some more people to come on in. By all means, please ask questions as we go through here. Put those in the comments. We're definitely going to do a little Q&A. We've got some information to share with all of you. And then, of course, we just want to have a chat, conversation, talk about where you're all going next. That's going to be pretty fascinating. So we'd love for you to share your travel plans and then ask questions that have come up in your planning and anything to do, of course, with cruising. But even if it's anything to do with being a digital nomad or traveling the world or any other type of travel, we'll do our best to answer those questions. And if not, we'll make something up and we'll be good. So, all right. So I think the first thing we wanted to do is kind of share some of our plans for 2026 so you can see where we're going. And hopefully that'll be the type of information that we can share in the channel as well as we kind of go through and do reviews and all that good stuff. And then also we've got some deals that we want to share with all of you. We've kind of put together really some of the best deals that we're seeing right now in cruising. There's some pretty good ones. So we wanted to share that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and shift this over real quick and remember which button to push. It's been a little while.
It seems like it has been.
That one. Let's see. Okay. I honestly don't remember which one. Nope.
Is it the red wire or the black wire?
Yeah, exactly.
Be careful.
Nope. We got there eventually. Go ahead and entertain them, Monica. What else do you have to say?
I was just going to say it's January 2026. Wave season is underway. That's generally the first quarter of the new year, which is called wave season. And cruise lines generally roll out a lot of promos and stuff for wave season, even though, to be honest, they do promos pretty much year round as well of different sorts. So no matter when you're looking, you can usually find some kind of good deal.
That is true. Let me remove, maybe if I take. I think if we do it this way, and then we try this might work better. Okay, we'll try it that way, see how it goes. All right, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about where we're going in 2026 and then also how we can sort of help you save some money on your plans. So we're going to go through our plans. We also have some interesting industry updates, some cool new things that are happening, some best promos, and all that good stuff. So this is our plans for 2026. The first thing that has already happened is we sailed on MSC for the first time, and we were able to enjoy the yacht club for a week. What did you think about that?
Loved it. Yeah, I wasn't sure, even with MSC, what quite to expect, but World Europa, one of the newest ships, and it was first class, and they treated us great in Yacht Club. I mean, we got the heroes welcome, and not us because of, the luminaries that we are. People that are in Yacht Club, you get greeted, you get a team that's going to assist you the whole week. I mean, it was really pretty amazing. And I thought at some point it would start lagging a little once they got used to seeing us, but no, it was up until the very end. They just treated us great.
Yeah, and I will say, and we'll do a review on the cruise. It is a very different experience in Yacht Club versus the rest of the ship. Though I will say, we were pretty impressed with this being a fairly brand new, well, not brand new, but a fairly new ship for MSC. So it kind of gave us both experiences. We made sure that we left Yacht Club and we had a lot of experiences outside in with everybody else. And there's some definite things you need to be aware of if you're going to sell an MSC, especially outside of Yacht Club. I think it'd be really hard for us to return to MSC and not put ourselves in the Yacht Club because it is really pretty darn nice, everything you get. There were definitely some negatives. You know, I wouldn't call the food amazing by any means, but the inclusions that you get for the price was pretty good, especially if you compare it to a suite experience on a lot of the other cruise lines. But we'll do a full video and we'll kind of let you know some of the weird things that go on in MSC because you're probably curious about the multi-languages. How does that work? What are the other passengers like? It's going to be very different if you do this in Europe versus like an MSC going out of Florida, right? Again, it's going to be some differences. So we did it out of Europe and there were some things that really surprised us and some things both positive and I wouldn't say too much negative, but definitely some things you want to be aware of.
Yeah,
if
and
you're sailing on it.
I've got a list of some fun facts about MSC, so you'll have to look for that in the video.
After that, we later this month, we're going to go coming back to Florida and we're going to be on the Norwegian Aqua. So one of their newer ships, I think it's the newest one out now, and another one just started sailing.
Is coming soon.
Yeah, so Luna should be sailing anytime. We're going to be on for a week in the Caribbean, going with some family. So this is the first time we've been on NCL in
it's been
10 years?
11 years, I believe.
Okay. So we haven't been in a long time, but we picked this one in particular because it was convenient for us because we haven't been on NCL. We had booked quite a bit of NCL for some of you. So we thought it'd be a good test overall. And then also because we're doing it in January, we are hoping, fingers crossed, that it's not going to be like a spring break cruise come March. And we'll see how many kids are on board. I mean, they'll be on board, but I think it'll be a little different because it's January.
Our kids will be on board.
Yeah, but they're quite a bit older. So,
they are.
Yeah, so
to
it's
be
going to be
fair.
a little different. But we'll share that experience with you, pros and cons, good or bad. No suite. We're just in a regular cabin. So we're going to be treated just like everybody else. No haven. They keep asking us to upgrade, but we're not doing it. And then we're going to go right away on the Bright Line, and we're going to go and do a short sail on Utopia of the Seas. This one we just wanted to check out, partly because of the new Royal Beach Club that Royal Caribbean is offering in Nassau. So there's a reason to get off the ship now, maybe, in Nassau. It looks great. We want to test that out. We'll let you know what we think. Let you know what we think of a short sail. We tried one on Celebrity back in the summer. And it was pretty fun, you know, overall. So we don't do many short ones. This is only like 4 days or so. But we're going to try to cram it in, and we'll let you know if it's worth doing or not. What do we got next?
Next is the, I guess, long-awaited repositioning cruise in April 26th of 2026. This is Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. And we're going to have friends on board. We're going to have a lot of friends on board. And I'll have at least 3 clients as well. So I'm very excited about this cruise. We haven't been on Virgin, and it's been maybe early last year. There was, was it last year? Or was it, it's been 2 years?
No, I think
this will be maybe our 5th Virgin cruise. And we're really looking forward to spending some sea days on the ship.
Yeah, we've only done Scarlet Lady before on a short cruise out of Miami. We've done repositioning before on Virgin. We did a Singapore to Australia, which was really nice on Resilient Lady.
Yes.
That was really good. And then I think we did a Caribbean week long, which was nice on Valiant. So this will be our first transatlantic on Virgin. The last few transatlantics we've done have been on Celebrity and Royal, but we'll let you know.
But it won't be our last.
On transatlantic?
On Virgin.
Oh, on Virgin. We do have one. Yeah, well, it's coming up.
It's coming up.
So
here's another one that we're super excited about. We haven't done Avalon for a few years, but we are very excited about getting back on Avalon and doing the Danube River. So this goes from Budapest to the Munich area, Wilshofen. So I don't know. We loved Avalon. We love all the river cruise lines anyway, and they're all different, and just great experiences. But Avalon has those beautiful windows and the way the bed's oriented toward the water. It's just very cool. So
yeah, we booked a lot of you on Avalon. That's been, I think, probably...
That's all I've done this month is Avalon.
We've done a lot of Avalon. We've definitely, I think Ama has been a big one for us on Viking as well. Those are our top 3 by far on river cruise. So yeah, we're definitely looking forward to that. I know it'll be great. Then we're going to do the new Celebrity Excel. So we're excited about this because we'll get a chance to see the upgraded Edge experience. It's our favorite class of big ships.
Mhm.
So we've done Edge, Apex, Beyond. So now we'll get a chance to go on Excel. They've changed some things up. So we're curious to kind of let you know what that's like, especially a few months in. It just started sailing, so it'll be interesting when they really get their groove.
Brand new.
Yeah, what it'll be like. And this will just be a 1 week in Europe just to try it out and kind of report back on our experience. And we're doing the all-in as well, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So definitely will let you know the pros, which is mostly pros on the all-in package and any kind of dining that's changed. So we're looking forward to that. And then shifting over after the summer, we'll be back on Virgin Voyages.
This is a brand new Brilliant Lady. So we're very excited about getting back to Alaska and also doing it on a Virgin ship. So this should be pretty special. It's their inaugural season in Alaska. So after doing the Panama Canal repositioning. So looking forward to getting back on Virgin.
Yeah, not too many huge changes on Brilliant Lady. They had to sort of shave the ship a little bit to get it through the canal. So they did make some changes structurally to it. But it's got a few additional, it's got, I think, a different dining venue on it now. So they changed a couple things up. So yeah, we're looking forward to see. And we can compare it from early in the year. We'll be on Scarlet. So we'll let you know what we think of Brilliant. And then in September, we're going to stay up in that area. And then we're going to take a crossing. First time we've ever done this one, which is Vancouver to Honolulu. Last year we did a Japan to California, but this time we're going the opposite direction. In this case, we're going to end up in Hawaii. Now we could have continued Honolulu to, I believe, like Sydney. Probably, but we are going to Japan. So we're going to get off in Honolulu, and we love it because it's Edge. It's one of our favorite ships, so it should be really nice. Got some nice stops as well. It was a great deal overall, so that'll be a fun one to do. And that'll get us to, we'll fly to South Korea, and then we're meeting some great friends, and we're going to do the Celebrity Millennium, which we've never been on Millennium. So it's an older class of Celebrity, more of their classic version. So we're kind of looking forward to that. You know, try something a little bit different, a little smaller ship for Celebrity. We're really there for the incredible stops. It's got an amazing itinerary.
We've had this massive love affair with Japan for like 5 years now, and we just can't spend enough time there. Last year we were there for 7 weeks, and then and we had friends there too. And the day we left, we were just moping around, walking around, just trying to absorb just a little bit more of Japan before we had to get on our Trans-Pacific, which sounds nuts, but it's a great place.
Yeah, it'll be first time for, no, we've been in South Korea just for a day here and there. So
yeah,
first time to Seoul for us. Also this year, we'll be doing, earlier in the year, we'll hit our 100th country in, what is our 100th country?
We don't know what it's going to be.
No, Luxembourg.
Right? Oh, we did decide. Yeah. Okay, it'll be Luxembourg.
Yeah, so that'll be number 100. I can't remember when that is. I think it's in May. So
I think as soon as we hit Europe, we are flying up there.
And then our last, I think, scheduled cruise on the year is the new, that's not out yet, the Legend of the Seas. So we got a killer deal on a transatlantic, and we're just going to have fun on that ship because it looks crazy. It looks fun. I think there'll be a lot less kids because it's transatlantic. So we'll all get to enjoy it for the 2 weeks. So definitely looking forward to that. There's so many different food places and everything else, entertainment. So should be fun. It'll be a bit over the top. So we got a little bit of everything. We got huge ships, small ships, river cruises. We also are looking to get on an AMA, which I do believe we'll be on in the spring. We'd like to get on Explorer Journeys, which looks amazing. So we want to compare that to Yacht Club as well. We're thinking about doing a Cunard Transatlantic maybe in November. So we'll let you know how that goes. No tux. I'm not going to the restaurant in a tux. I'm doing the buffet, by the way. So anyway, and who knows if there's some other great deal that comes along. In the comments, you can let us know if there's something else you are curious about. You never know. Maybe we'll put ourselves on there and share that with you. A couple pretty interesting things. I think this is really amazing. Oceania is going adults only. So they're joining Viking and they're joining Virgin Voyages, and they're no longer welcoming you if you're under 18. Now, it's on new bookings, I believe. So if somebody already has a multi-gen booked, I don't think they're kicking off the kids. There's typically not many on there anyway. But I think it's a really great idea. Don't you
think? Very few. Agreed. I mean, well, they're almost de facto adults only. You're not seeing a lot of multi-gen, you know, on this type of ship. So but they just made it formal, I guess.
And Oceania Sonata, the new ship, is coming out in 2027. I don't think we have schedules yet. It's kind of like Vista and Allura, but different. So I know they're making some changes. It's going to be, I believe, its own class. So that's interesting because those other two ships were great. So we'll see kind of what they have going as they start to announce new things, and we'll let you know, keep you up to date. But we would love to get on that in 2027 for sure. Azamara just announced a big program called Azamara Forward. And basically, they're putting about $80 million towards updating the ships. They're going to be creating new suites on Quest. For now, Quest will be the only one with these new over-the-top suites, in case you're interested. That'll be done at the end of 2026. So I think sailings towards the end of 26 will go live with these new suites. But they're also redoing the restaurant. So that's going to be really nice. It looks a lot like Oceania, the new Oceania vibe, which I think is cool, very modern. They're going to redo the bar outside of, what is the name of that? Their main restaurant, Discoveries, right? So Discoveries, the bar out there is going to be like the Atlas bar that they have on Onward. So now they're bringing it to all the ships. They're going to be updating staterooms, adding things like USBs, things like that.
Imagine
because they're older ships. But it's really cool that they're putting money behind updating. I think they're also going to update some of the main areas, bring on some new tech. So I think it's pretty exciting. I mean, that they're going to be doing it. It's going to start with Quest in 26 towards the end of the year, and then 27. I think they move on to like Pursuit, maybe, or no, actually Onward, I think is next. And then they'll roll it out to the other two ships as well. So that's pretty cool.
Yep. They only have 4 ships. So it's nice to see them just constantly putting money into them and trying to keep them modernized.
We thought we'd give you little tips and hints on some of the best deals that we're seeing because, we're quoting all of you every day. So we get to see some of the best deals. Oceania, if you're interested, has something called Upgrade Your Experience. And it's pretty generous. If we can find a sailing with this on it, it's double your Shorex, or you can choose from unlimited wine, beer, and spirits, which is really nice because normally their bev package is like, wine and beer only at meals. So this is unlimited. It includes the cocktails as well. And if you don't drink, you can, of course, just do double Shorex. I've seen some that we've quoted where we're giving people like $1,600 in shore excursion credit. Pretty nice, I think, because that was the new thing they added this year as well, where they give you your choice of shore excursion or wine and beer, but now they're doubling it up on a lot of sailings. So that's a good one to check out. Viking's got some nice onboard credit bonuses. So at least $200 on river cruises and ocean through January for all new bookings. So if you're into Viking, we book a lot of Viking. It's always nice to get onboard credit. Explora, you've got this suite upgrades deal going on right now. So basically, if you take like an ocean suite 1, they'll bump you up to 2, and 2, they'll bump you to 3, and so on.
That's nice.
It's pretty nice. So you kind of get a little bit more for your money. If you can get into like their suites, their Ocean Terrace Suites 4, then you get midship. So you're only paying for like Ocean Terrace 3, which is really nice. I also saw some really nice onboard credit. And today we quoted somebody, and it was an amazing deal. It was a 14-night. It was they got to choose either a free private tour, was up to $800 value in a port, or a $500 onboard credit plus another $300 onboard credit. So they were getting either $800 onboard credit or a private tour worth about $800 and another $300 in onboard credit. So
very nice.
Pretty nice. Good stuff going on there. Celebrity.
Well, we love the all-in. Cruise Planners gets great group pricing. I guess it's like blocked pricing where for many, many sailings in a variety of categories, they've blocked space and basically bundled it with the all-included package, which is your beverage and your Wi-Fi and a refundable deposit. So it can be a really, really amazing value. And we book, I think most of our celebrities that we book is going to be this type of package. So if you're into celebrity, if you're looking at anything, then give us a check because it's a great deal if you can get one of those categories that offers that.
Yeah, a lot of times we have Aqua Class, Concierge, Veranda, Ocean View, even in interior. So many times it's available.
Yeah.
The key is you pretty much need to look 6 months out or more. If it's in the next few months, they usually pull them back because they're going to sell the rest of the cabins, or we will. So just realize if you want it for March, it won't be available. But if you're looking at like July or after, or later in the year, or 2027, chances are we have them. I wanted to show you an example. One we did today or yesterday for a client. They were looking for Honolulu to New Zealand. Pretty cool. Kind of doing that second part of the crossing like I showed you on the Solstice, which is also being updated Q1 here. So this is going to be fully updated by Celebrity, which is awesome. So with the new updates, the normal price per person, I should say our price with all in, so beverage package, Wi-Fi, refundable deposits is $36.92 per person. When we looked at the same package, all in, refundable deposits at Celebrity today, it was $5,520. So you were saving, this person got to save $1,873 per person, $3,600, $3,700 in savings. Pretty amazing. Now, I'm not going to tell you that every single time we do this, it is actually this large of savings, but it's almost never that it's not at least a few $100s per person. And it's not that unusual that we see $1,000 or more per person. Now, if you're somebody who's like, hey, I don't need Wi-Fi, I don't need a beverage package, that's fine. Then you can always just do the regular price. But you can see in this case, the regular price was actually higher than the perks and the refundable deposit. Because don't forget, Celebrity, if you want to turn your deposit to refundable, usually costs about $800-900.
Yeah.
So this is the value. And like Monica said, I think 90% of the ones we book come with this. Some other great deals just on the screen. You can take a screenshot or something. Holland America, we just got this announcement today, offering in Alaska a lot of free gratuities, some bonus onboard credit. Azamara's got this great deal where they're offering some additional onboard credit, about $300 to $500. Royal Caribbean, same. We'll have some special deals on onboard credit and even a free specialty dining meal on a lot of the sailings. Princess, onboard credit. AMA's got some prepaid gratuity deals going in 2026. Uniworld for river cruising, it's got some really nice discounts. They're not a discount river cruise company, they're luxury. But when you can save on something like Uniworld with all their inclusions, it's pretty nice. And even Silver Sea, again, luxury, but some pretty nice compelling deals overall. So we're definitely seeing a lot of that. Avalon, if you're interested, we've been able to get many people free hotel nights, so pre or post, as long as the cruise is like 7 nights or longer. So that's pretty nice. Sometimes even free gratuities. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, as long as there's availability.
Yeah, and we're happy to help you. So we'll put the little QR code on the screen here in a minute. But let me go ahead and stop the share, and we will come back on the screen, hopefully. All right, hopefully we're back on the screen. I know that there's questions. So type those in now. Let me put on the screen just real quick. I'll put in the left-hand corner. You can use that, and you can go to our page where you fill that out. It's very short. You tell us what you're looking for, and we personally work with you, whether it's myself, Monica, and we have a brand new team member, Teresa, who you might hear from. One of us will get back to you, and we'll get you a customized quote. We'll give you some advice. If you don't even know exactly what you want, we can help you. We're pretty smart figuring those things out. And then we're really good at finding deals. So we'll deal hunt for you and see what we can do. And I'll put the link up in a moment as well. So let's go ahead and actually I'll just do that right now, and then we'll answer some questions. We'll just show that. All right, you can just go there. All right, let's look at some comments here and questions. All right, so Terry said, looking forward to our river cruise on the Danube. That looked really nice because Monica was working on that one. And so I was looking over her shoulder. So congrats on that. That's going to be amazing. I guess you'll need to let us know how it is. Give us some advice because you'll be going, I think, before we go, right?
Yeah, she just did the Christmas market on Avalon in December. So they loved it. So now we're trying the Danube.
That's right. We're following you. Joseph, Happy New Year to you as well. Appreciate that. Dave, yep, you bet. We try to make these useful, I guess. I mean, I guess we could just sit here and just rattle and talk a little bit, but I think we always try every time to kind of give you a little bit of value. So if you take your time joining us live, hopefully you get something out of it, save some money. Yeah, so Kay was asking, what is Yacht Club? Do you want to take that?
Yeah, so on MSC, it's sort of like a suite experience. They call it the ship within a ship experience. So it's a class of service or category of, how would you describe it? It's a category of cabins. They even have interior yacht club, but it's like being in a special club. You get your own dedicated space, your own dedicated pool, restaurant. We have a lounge, that you can use. It's all kind of like your own little ship within a ship.
Yeah, that's the best way to say it. It's like deck, like on this ship, it was, I don't know, we had like deck 18, 19, 20, 21. Front of the ship was ours. Basically. So we had a huge lounge, the top sail lounge. Your butler, the guy that we had, Israel, amazing. Couldn't be nicer. So that was great. You also get a lot of inclusions. We had free Wi-Fi. We also had free beverage package. Everything was included on the beverage package. We had a specialty restaurant that was just for Yacht Club. That was really good. Yeah, we enjoyed that.
And the whole area is enclosed, or it's a closed, exclusive and closed off. So you have to have your card to get in. It's just a very cool experience.
Yeah, and it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad on price. It's not the deal it was like a year ago, but I would say if you compared it to like Celebrity Suites, it's still probably, it could be up to 50% less, at least 25, but up to 50% less overall. Monica mentioned a really good point too, is some of the ships, not all of them, that have Yacht Club interior, and those can be about half the price of the Yacht Club balcony. You get the same experience. The only difference is you have to be okay with an inside cabin. So that's the real sneaky little value area. If you want to try Yacht Club and spend less, and you're okay with an inside cabin, that's a cool way to do it. They go quick, though.
You get access to the thermal spa, stuff like that.
Everybody does, yeah, who does Yacht Club, yeah. Once per day, you get free access. That's a good perk, too. Let's see. Dave says, how does Ama and Avalon compare for Christmas cruise on the Rhine? So I'll answer real quick, and then you can say what you think. One, you can't go wrong. If you pick either one, you're going to be really happy. I will tell you some differences between Ama and Avalon. Ama tends to have one additional optional excursion. Well, I shouldn't say optional. One additional included excursion. Like Avalon typically has about 2-ish per day. Ama tends to have 3. So you get one additional pick there. Ama also has a like chef's table type of restaurant everybody gets to go to one time. It's like a tasting menu. So that's kind of cool. That's a little bit original for Ama. And otherwise, going to be very similar. They have a similar number of people on board. What else would you say? They both definitely lean into, if you want to be a little more active, you can be. You'll see some bikes. You're not going to see like a kayak in December, but if you were going in the summer, you would. You'd have excursions, like you'd have hikes, those sort of things. So both of them, I think, would be a great choice. I will tell you, 2026, it's bleak as far as availability on Ama. Avalon, it's getting bleak. There's not a lot. There's a little bit left. Viking, because they have so many ships, there's still availability, but not as much as you would think. So there's still a way to get you on in 2026, but it's going to be higher prices and not as many dates that you can choose from. 2027, now is the time. I'm telling you, they're already booking up pretty fast for 27. Anything else to add on that?
I would say Ama tends to lean more into the culinary aspect. You mentioned the tasting restaurant, the chef's table, but they both have great food.
Yeah, I would say very comfortable. Terry loved her Avalon cruise. Awesome. Do you book the secondary river cruises in Europe? Are they a better deal? Well, there are other ones, of course, that we book, and the next ones that we tend to book more of are Tauk, Uniworld, and some Emerald. There are other ones like from Gate One and a couple other companies. Some of them we do book, some we don't. We only make sure that we book companies that Cruise Planners works with, has direct contracts with, has certified. I mean, we just know then if anything ever happens, and you don't see behind the scenes, but there are sometimes that we need to contact, our contacts and the district managers. I mean, in one case from Explorer, we heard from the highest management. So we try to stick with that. Cruise Planners does about $1 billion plus a year. So there definitely are other river cruise lines we will work with, just not all of them. Please talk about the Zurich to Amsterdam river cruise. Yeah, I mean, that's a really nice one overall. It's one of the most common that we book. It's the most popular. Basel to Amsterdam. Or flip it, overall. That's probably the most popular one, I would say.
Yeah, that's a Rhine River river cruise, and it is one of the most popular that we do.
Yeah, and you'll be able to pick on Viking, Avalon, Ama, Emerald. They all do it. And yeah, it's a great one. We've done this one ourselves as well. You get some really nice cruising, some scenic cruising on certain days. Overall, if you have specific questions, just let us know. We're happy to answer that. Canal cruise in Scotland, very, very different experience. We haven't personally done one. I'm sure that we probably have a couple of companies that offer them, because we also work with, a lot of people don't know this, but we do other like Cosmos and Globus and all the big land tour companies and that sort of thing. So I personally don't know a lot I think we've known some people have done canal cruises.
They
right?
have, yeah. I can't remember the longboat things.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they're called. I always get it wrong, but there is an extensive canal network in the UK, and you can take these boats and just cruise the canals. It looks like so much fun.
Okay, let's see what else we have. Azamara deposits.
I believe they are not fully refundable. I think if you cancel outside of perhaps 180 days, it's $150 per person fee or something to that effect. But I can definitely get you the absolute details on that.
Do you guys support booking? Yeah, we have done a lot of bookings for people in, I don't know, we've done UK, we've done Australia. Where else have we done?
We've done Belgium and we've done Iceland.
Yeah, so we
And
definitely
Canada, of course.
You have to be comfortable paying in USDs, though, right? We just, I think, can only take the US dollars, right?
Correct.
Okay. But yeah, absolutely, we do that international. Do you ever combine a cruise with train travel in Europe? If so, how much? Yeah, we do, because actually, when we kind of maneuvered all, we did in this, I think this time we did Viking Vela, which we have a review on our channel, which was great. And we also did this MSC. So we were taking the trains between like Barcelona and Marseille here to Paris. We travel with a carry-on, rollaway luggage, and a big backpack, just full of tech and stuff and everything that we can cram in. And I think we do pretty good overall. We don't travel with the tiny European carry-ons. You've probably seen them if you've traveled on Ryanair and everything, or EasyJet, where Europeans, they bring them along and they're this little tiny shoebox. So we're not using
a little lunchbox.
Yeah. Ours will fit in most airlines, except the real budget carriers. They won't in the overheads.
Yeah.
And certainly any domestic or big international flight. And it is nice on a train, because the one that we did from Barcelona to Marseille was great. It had luggage. We could put all our luggage right above us.
Yeah.
The one we did from Marseille to Paris, which is a way nicer train, we had to just kind of put it on the luggage racks, but it's a little easier to wield when it's smaller. You don't need as much things as you think. We're traveling in the winter. We're traveling with layers, with 2 jackets. We got, we did Christmas markets in Vienna a few weeks ago. So we did fine with just this luggage, I would think, right?
Yeah, we've done great. Yeah. Dealing with winter and cold has been a challenge packing wise, but we made it work.
Yeah, no problem on the yacht club. Glad that helped. When will Christmas market cruises? Okay, so 2028 is open right now for Viking. So ready to go. Avalon and Alma, not yet. My guess is kind of thinking about last year.
Hi, Dave.
Is going to be 3 to 6 months. I feel like last year it was like late spring, early summer. So it's going to be a few more months. If it's sooner, obviously we'll kind of get on it, but not yet. I haven't seen it as of yet for 28, except on Viking. Any experience with Nile River cruising? Yes, we do. Viking for sure. And also,
Alma, maybe?
I think it's Alma as well. And actually, we're talking to some people recently who are going to be booking on the Nile. So we're kind of watching that whole thing. We haven't personally done it. I really want to do it. We've been to Egypt before. We've done the pyramids, that whole thing. But I would like to go up to Luxor. And I think we have looked at Viking. And I guess it was Alma that we looked at as well.
I feel like we literally had it booked on another cruise line. And then we ended up, I think it got canceled.
I think it had to do at that time with the Red Sea, but that was on ocean. So it was a little bit different.
Yeah, it was ocean.
Yeah, that was different.
Okay.
Yeah. But we definitely book it. Let's see. Are there river cruises in the South Pacific? Emerald. South Pacific. Colombia for sure. Asia for sure. South Pacific, I don't know.
Not that I'm not saying no. I don't know of them, but
Emerald has their Emerald yachts, which are like 190 to 100 passenger. So maybe you're referring to that. They look pretty neat. It's a very different experience. It's not a big ocean cruise. It's 100 people, give or take a few people. And they've got 2 or 3 of these now. So that's something that we can definitely, if you fill out the form, we can kind of get you a quote on or let you know what's available. And let's see, is the Zurich to Amsterdam cruise still available this year? If so, when? I couldn't tell you exactly when, but Basel to Amsterdam, definitely still available. Here's my advice if you want best deal. If you want best deals on river cruises normally, if you're okay with, the weather maybe sometimes being a little bit cooler, like March is going to have great deals. April is going to have pretty good deals. May is going to be expensive. June could be expensive. Then July, August, because it's hot, it does get crowded in Europe, but the prices go down. So if you're okay with that, that's the trade-off. September, prices go way back up. If you're good with October, prices go back down.
Yeah.
So, and then if November early, prices are down. and then you hit to Christmas markets, they go back up.
Yeah.
So
That's the cycle.
your sweet spots are March and April, probably July, August, and October, right? I think that would be where the best deals are. But there's still availability on Avalon. Alma kind of picked over a little bit, but we're still booking some people on Avalon. All right. So any final questions before we let you all go? Anything else that you wanted to add?
Not that I can think of. That was good though.
Yeah, it's good. Some great questions. Feel free to type in some last minute ones. We'll hang for another couple minutes and answer those. Let me see if I can share anything else with all of you. You've got the link there on the screen. Yeah, if you want us to help you out, myself or Monica or Teresa will be happy to do that. Let me see if there's anything else that we share with you. Oh, sometimes people want to just go to our website and just have some fun and look for some travel. You can. It's digitalromancetravel.com. Add the travel at the end. And you can do a search. You can do an advanced search, by the way. You can pick specific dates, cruise lines, where you want to go. So it's a really nice search if you dig in there a little bit, and that can kind of help you do some research. Plus, it also lists off a lot of the promotions that we have going. So you already know up front if there's some good deals going on. Sometimes it even lists starting prices. So we still need to do the direct quote for you, but it gives you a good idea if you want to do a little bit of research. So I would check that out. That might be kind of fun for you. All right, let me see if there's any final comments before we get out. Cruising around Fiji. Yeah, that's definitely doable. We were going to do a Celebrity Edge Fiji. We canceled it. We were going to go, was it next month?
Yeah, we were supposed to go to Australia.
Yeah, we canceled it because we had so much time away in 26 already planned. We're like, wait a minute, we're never going home. So we needed to get back home. So we tabled it to 27, but we saw Edge definitely has where you can leave out of, I think it was Sydney or Auckland. I can't remember.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a really cool way to do it. You're hitting multiple different islands. So you've got several cruise lines that are positioned or repositioned in that area. So I'm sure we can do Princess, Celebrity, etc. So yeah, definitely doable. There's also some smaller, more luxury lines that kind of do that area.
Like Paul Gauguin.
Yeah. So you got some choices for sure. Awesome. Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate that. Thanks, Joseph. Appreciate that. All right. Well, I think that'll do it. We'll wrap it up here. We'll try to do another live maybe next month. We try to do them once a month, but sometimes it seems to be 2 months. But we'll try to get back to you guys in just a month. And yeah, that'll be it. Well, again, Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you've got some great plans in store coming up. I saw some of you sharing, so excited to see that. And I know we're talking to a lot of you. Take care, everybody.
Bye.